We often think of heroes and heroines as individuals who are noted for great feats of courage and daring. This does not have to be the case. A hero can also be someone of noble purpose who has a just cause that is bigger than her or himself. This person is grounded, humble, persistent, willing to sacrifice, in it for the long haul, and able to utilize the strengths of others. You, our selections for this year's Eco Summit, are all actively concerned about our natural environment and are therefore eco-heroes.
I became an environmental activist when I started grade 4. I'm currently involved as an activist in the Eco team and the Hat team in this amazing opportunity. Some of the things that I do at school is busting. So busting is when we go to the classrooms and we just check the garbage, the recycling bins, and the green bins. We just make sure everything's put in the right place and everything's assorted appropriately. We also work on our front yard in school, so we plant flowers and we make sure our trees are healthy and everything. I really want to teach and educate my fellow students at school and my community on how to be an environmental activist and why it is so important to help our Earth.
I'm currently involved as an activist through kind of a variety of ways. To me, there's different levels of how you can be involved. So I'm involved at my school level through things like my school's environmental activism team, the Eco Ninjas. And we work on projects trying to get solar panels on our school, managing our school's gardens, and doing some of the waste management that the board doesn't have a system in place for. As well as our school's Envirothon team, so researching and learning about the environment. I'm also involved globally through the Junior Academy of Sciences, which is an organization where I kind of get to do different challenges related to the environment. So I've got to do different things like designing biofilters to manage agricultural waste, or designing buildings to have kind of sustainable principles in them.
I would say I became an activist in grade 8. My teacher played a documentary for us about water privatization and plastic water bottles, and honestly I was frustrated, and so were a lot of my friends. And I think that frustration really motivated us to form a club, and we made posters and blog posts and gave class presentations to really inform people about the impacts of plastic water bottles, and we really advocated to try to reduce the use in our school. This past summer, I was an intern for Environment Hamilton working on their climate change campaign. So I primarily worked on community outreach, talking about the LRT and public and active transportation, making graphics and writing for the website to further communication, and really just trying to increase awareness about local issues in Hamilton. I kind of hope I can become less of an activist in the future because governments are creating policies and actions being taken so that we don't have to fight as hard to get these changes implemented. But that being said, I know I'm always going to be an activist in some regard, whether that's as a career or volunteering or just in my everyday life in Hamilton. So I don't really know where I'm going to be, but I know that activism is always going to be a part of my life.
I am currently involved as an environmental activist here at the college. I work for the Office of Climate Change and Sustainability, where I got to do a lot of really cool projects. So for one, I still run the community garden, where I get to teach people, and students and staff and community members all get to grow food and learn about food, and then any excess food that is grown goes to food banks. And I also run and manage a farm stand here on campus where we sell local food and make it accessible for students and staff. And we're always doing promotional things with that to try to get the word out there about local food and how important it is. As well as I get to do a lot of really cool smaller projects on campus throughout the year. So for example, this year I got to bring honeybees on campus. So I've got 6 bee boxes where there's different colonies in each box. And it's just something that supports our community garden, our pollinator gardens on campus, and also just helps to help our declining bee population, which is something that was important to me.
Currently, I work for a firm called Lyra Consulting, and so our primary objective is to engage the community on projects, and so many of our projects are climate change action plans, sustainability plans, but a really exciting part of my job is developing an engagement strategy, for creating a survey and asking the community what do they want to see out of this climate change plan, what do they want to take action on, what can they take ownership of, and what can their town or the university take ownership of, and really making it a collective plan, and then moving forward and developing those plans to really create meaningful change and measure those goals so that we can make a long-lasting impact on climate change and the environment. If you're going to be an environmental activist, try and walk the talk. Try cycling to work, try transit, and see how it fits into your routine, and be a sustainability leader at home and start that advocacy at home, and then try to scale up and see what can you accomplish in your classroom, what can you accomplish in your school, what can you accomplish maybe at work. You notice they're not recycling, or they could be doing something better.
An activist is a person who is vigorously active in a cause that is bigger than her or himself. We sometimes shy away from this term, thinking it is too extreme. But you, our selections for this year's Eco Summit, are all environmental activists, and you should be very proud of this.
I'm Nevada Lehman, and I'm an environmental activist because I want to help my Earth and make it a better place.
I'm Emily, and I'm an activist because I use my school and community to make positive change when it comes to the environment.
I'm Angela, and I'm an environmental activist because every person's actions can make a difference.
My name is Ashley, and I'm an environmental activist because I think it's important for people to work together to make real changes to help themselves and this Earth.
I'm Christine, and I'm an environmental activist because there's no more time to waste.